Hello friends, welcome to 5 Mantra. I am Ashok, faculty for reasoning. In our previous video, we have seen some basics of blood relation. This is a part of continuation for that topic. So after seeing this first kind of, that is based on conversation, description by a person, we have seen some models in that particular type. Now we will get into second type, that is puzzle type. Means a statement will be given, it looks like a puzzle, kind of a roundabout approach will be given, and based on that statement we have to answer the given question. Okay, it is unlike that is why it is a separate category here, and you need to follow certain method in this. Always my suggestion is to go with parent child relation initially. So it is easy to solve if you identify that relation initially and go ahead with the understanding the problem, isn't it? So it is I have started this particular type with a simpler to a complex problem. Probably various models I have chosen here to make you understand or make you practice all kinds of models of this particular type. So whatever the possible types you have. Okay, so let us go ahead with this first one in this type 2, that is puzzle type. Let us have a simpler one here. So only simpler I could say because through practice you will get it to be, you will find it to be simpler. Please practice more. Let us see, let us read this statement first. So C is father's nephew. Father's nephew. D is A's cousin but not brother of C. So one important thing you need to remember in these puzzles you usually get, so this not brother, not sister. Okay, so you have to identify. So please remember not brother in the sense, so it could be sister. Similarly, if it is given not sister, so obviously it is brother. Or also the various things, if you consider not a daughter, in the sense it could be obviously son. Not a son implies it is daughter. We need to start with parent child relation as I told you, but it is not that clear in this, so straight away we will go ahead with this first statement. So what is given here? C is father's nephew. Okay, so first draw that any problem given to you blood relation, the first thing you need to do is identify the relation first. So which relation or which generation you have to identify. As I told you in the first case, we are identifying the generation above, means at least one generation or two generation, the above generations of the speaker we need to, that you can also call ascendants of the speaker we need to identify. But in the second case you need to identify, as I told you, parent child relation first, which is not clear in this particular problem, so we go ahead with this. So first, after that identifying, what is the next thing? We need to draw the family tree or relationship tree. So relationship tree, once you draw appropriately, it would solve your problem. Okay, so please be careful with the drawing of this relationship tree. So now we'll go ahead with drawing this relationship tree. Now C is A's father's nephew. So here let us start with A's. A's father obviously a male, father's nephew is C. So could be some sibling of A's father has son, so obviously nephew in the sense he is a male. Father has siblings son, so is nothing but C. So C is nephew of A's father. Nephew of A's father. Is it clear here till this point? Okay. Next, D is A's cousin. So who is D? A's cousin. So we can place somewhere here. So who could be? So identifying only this, D is A's cousin. Obviously, immediately we think that D is sibling of C. But it is given sibling in the sense it could be brother or sister of C, but it is clearly given but not brother of C. So obviously D could be sister of C. D could be sister of C, isn't it? So from this it is evident here. Now, so what is asked? How is D related to C? So where is D here? D is here. How is D related to C? So C and D are siblings here. D is female, C is male, and D can be called as sister of C, isn't it? So the answer is sister. Okay. So please be careful with the tree, relationship tree. Once you are sure with this relationship tree, answer is obvious here. Okay, we can easily identify various answers in fact. So let us go ahead with another problem here. So this is the second problem in our type 2 or second model, second example. Let us trace this solution here. Okay. So what is the statement given? So first identify, as I told you, parent-child relation. Obviously here very first statement itself give you that parent-child relation. So we will put it here. We will try to start drawing this. A is the son. So obviously A is a male of son of, let me put like this, A is the son of Q. So you don't know yet the gender of Q, but another statement is given to identify that Q and Y are sisters. So obviously Q and Y are sisters. I can put like this, isn't it? Then Z is the mother of Y. So where is Y here? Z is the mother of Y, who is a female obviously. Then P is the son of Z. So where can I put this P here? So Z is here, Z's son is somewhere here, I can place P, who is the son of Z. So obviously here you can understand from this tree, so Y is the child of Z, who is the sister of Q. Then obviously P is also child of Z. Then these three are siblings, Q, Y and P. So obviously P's relation with Z, Q and Y could be a sibling, that particularly brother. P is brother of Q and Y. Then further if you identify, so no more statements are given, you need to identify the relation here. So what is the question you need to trace out? You need to find the answer for this, which of the following statements is correct. So just identify, this is the relationship tree now. Identify which of these options is suitable for, which of them is true according to this relationship tree. So what are they? So A and P are cousins. Are they? No. So they are there is generation gap here. This is not the option. Then P and Y are sisters. P and Y are they? No. P is already son of Z, obviously male. This could be omitted. Then P is the maternal uncle of A. When do you call maternal? So through mother's side, if we have got some uncle, he can be called as maternal uncle. So it is obvious. So A's mother is Q, Q's brother is P. So obvious that. So this is P is maternal uncle of Q. Our answer is P is the maternal uncle of Q. Also, what do you call this A? How A is related to P then? He is nephew. A would be means I always told you when you are practicing, so practice and identify the relations on either sides. So first try to answer, you have got the answer, then try to identify the relation, the other relation also. So the relation, the other side. So what is the relation here? A is called nephew of P, isn't it? So let us go ahead with another problem. This is the third problem in our type 2. Next problem. So probably this question is given, so the number of statements are given, so you can frame number of questions also out of this, isn't it? So that depends on the exam, that particular examination. If they want to give you for 1 mark, they'll limit it to 1 question, or if they want to increase the number, they can give you within this given statements, for the same statements, for the same data, they'll give you number of questions, isn't it? So we will see the first one here, then we will go ahead. If it is asked other way, means what could be the other questions also, we will try to answer. The first one is, in order to understand the first one, try to read these instructions. Okay. So what is given here? A's father is C. So it is obvious that whatever we are looking for, that is parent-child relation, is obvious from the very first statement. So we will try to straight away draw this, start drawing this. So A is father of C. So it is obvious that A is male. Then, but C is not his son. But C is not his son. So obviously, in the first problem we discussed not daughter, not son, not sister, not brother, in the sense the other way. So not son in the sense C must be A's daughter. C must be A's daughter. Then another statement, if you see, E is the daughter of C. So E, if you draw here, is the daughter of C. Then F is the spouse of A. F is the spouse of A. So obvious that it is male, A is male, so F will be female. Then B is the brother of C. Where is C here? Identify. B is the brother of C. Then D is the son of B. Keep on drawing this. Keep on drawing this. D is the son of B. Then G is the spouse of B. It is given here. So it is obvious that being B is male, G will be female. Then H is the father of G. So H, how it is related? H is the father of G. So these are all the statements given, and we need to identify who is the grandmother of D. So this is the relationship tree we could draw from these statements. So we will try to answer from this tree. So who is grandmother here? Grandmother of, what is asked here? Grandmother of D. Identify D. Who is D? Where is D here? D. So D is grandmother, the second generation above. Obviously from this clear relationship tree you draw, you can identify the relation directly. So D's grandmother will be F, isn't it? It is obvious from this figure. So our answer is F. We will move ahead. So let us see what is asked. So it is an extension of this question again. So it is obvious. It is an extension of that particular question. So we can use the same relationship tree for this also. Identify what is asked here. Who is the son of F? So F is here. Who could be the son? These are siblings here. C and B are siblings, and out of which B is a male. Obviously, F's son is B. F's son is B, isn't it? So our answer is B. Then we'll move ahead. So this is another question now, another model in fact. Try to observe. So what are the statements given? We will draw relationship tree, then we will solve these questions. Then what is the first statement given? How many members? 6 members of a family. So 6 members of a family, one couple has parents and their children in the family. So it is obvious. So this statement give you, so the skeleton of this particular tree. Try to observe here. parents. One couple has parents, so obviously two members of parents and their children in the family. So initially we can put it like this. So a couple has parents and children, so out of 6. Anyway, it could be parents is given, so we can take 2 here. Okay, only if one parent is given, we can only put 1 and 3 children we can put. Okay, so let us go ahead with this approach. Then what does the next statement says? A is the son of C and E is the daughter of A. So where can you put exactly here? How can you put this marks here? I mean, where can you put A, where can you put C? So try to observe, A is the son of C and E is the daughter of A. So from this statement you can understand A is somewhere in between, isn't it? So E is the daughter of, A has got daughter and A is the son of some other person, that is C. So A is somewhere in between this hierarchy, isn't it? So we can put somewhere here A who is son of C. So somewhere in this 2 we can put C, isn't it? You can understand from this very point. And E is the daughter of A. So obviously one of these 2 will be the daughter of A. So we can put E here, and since she is daughter of A, obviously a female, we can put it like this from this statement. It is done now. Now get into another statement. D is the daughter of F. So where is F? You don't know, but F's extension is given. To identify F, what is the further statement given? Who is the mother of E? So where is E? Is here. Her mother will be here. So this is F. So F who is the mother of E? So E's mother will be placed here. So obviously this is the couple we are talking about, A and F, and E's mother is F. Then D is the daughter of F. So obviously F as a daughter, it is represented by D. So obviously these 2 are children here, and daughter, since daughter is given, she is a male, she is a female. Then the hierarchy goes like this. So E is the daughter of A and A is the son of C. F is the mother of E. F is the mother of E. Then D is the daughter of F. All the things are covered here. Okay. So what is left over? Which family member is left over? A covered, B is left over here, isn't it? And now here at this junction, can you trace out any gender here for B and C? It is not mentioned from the whatever the information given here. Not yet we cannot trace, and no more statements we have got. And what is asked here initially? Who are the male members in the family? Suppose if you see here, who are the male? It is not asked. How many number is not asked here. Who are the, identify the names, that is whether A, B, C, one number, I mean the members among those 6 members we need to identify. So try to observe here male members. So we could trace A is male and the other 3 here E, D, F are females, but you are not certain with this gender of C, not certain with gender of B, isn't it? So we cannot trace out who are the male members here. Suppose if it is asked how many male members are there, we can easily say 1 and 1 of these 2. Any of this, obviously parents, they are couple here. So one of these two will be a male and another will be a female. So if it is asked the number of males, we can certainly answer that 2 males are there, isn't it? But here it is asked who are the male members, so we cannot answer that. So it cannot be determined easily. You can understand here from this chart and these options, we cannot determine that who are the male members in this family. Okay, so further going ahead, some extending questions are given here. See here, This is the relationship chart we use for this one also. Try to observe carefully. The same relationship chart we will be using. This is just extension of that particular question. So what is asked here? Which of the following pairs is the parents of the children? So obviously 3 generations we have drawn. So whom we are talking about? Parents of the children. So where are the children here? These are the children we are talking about. So who are the parents here? A and F. So this is the answer, isn't it? So what is the option here? So A and F is not given here. So it can be determined, but there is no option here. So none of this. So you can put none of this because we already certainly know from this relationship that parents of the children are E and D, the parents of E and D are A and F, the couple is not mentioned here. So obviously the answer is none of this, which can be determined but cannot be found in options. Okay, so we will move ahead. Another extension given, another extension of this particular question is given. What is that? What is asked here? Which of the following pairs is the parents of the couple? Now, so our point is here couple. So identify the couple. For couple, which of the following pairs is the parents? So obviously parents is C and B. This will be the answer. It is obvious. Once you draw this relationship tree, so the whatever the question is asked, you can easily trace out. So our important point is, so you should not go wrong with. I mean, you must be very much sure with this relationship tree. So what is the answer here? Suitable option is B, C. Is the parents of couple. Okay. So we will go ahead. Then one more extension is given of this same question. Let us see what is asked here. What is asked? How many female members are there in the family? So we discussed about how many who are the male members. Now how many members of females are there in this family? So we discussed and we identified that male could be 2. So obviously total out of 6 members, we can certainly answer straight away 4 members are females. But let us see again from this relationship tree. Let us try to trace out that. See, so E is one female, second, D is second, F is another, total 3 we got, and out of C and B whose gender cannot be determined based on this given statements. So we one among them, one between them, because they are a couple, isn't it? B and C are parents of this A and F, I mean this couple. So one between these two could be male and one is female. So obviously one can be taken from this. So one from this is totally how many females we have? 4. So answer is certain here. Okay. So further, yeah, one more extension you got for this question. What is asked in this? What relationship do D and E bear to each other? Where are D and E? Just identify from this relationship tree. So these are D and E. So how they are related? Obviously these two are children. So they must be siblings. So how they are related and what are the genders? What is the gender of those two? D is female, E is female. Obviously they both are sisters. So you can understand. So once you draw this relationship tree, it is obvious that every answer could be easily traced out. But so what if you haven't drawn this relationship tree correctly? So they are interrelated answers. Obviously you may go wrong with all the questions. Okay, you may answer all to be wrong, isn't it? So the key point here is you have to draw the relationship tree very carefully. Thanks for watching. Keep sharing. Thank you.